Hello. So today I slept at almost 6. So I'm just a few minutes before 7 a.m. And I've just woken up right now, almost at 10. Said a prayer, and now I'm here in this field. So I don't know. I've just been busy. So yesterday I decided to do the introduction for Git, and yesterday I decided to do something I've never thought of. I think when you do something and you do not get the value for it then, or you do not get the fruits of your hard work, maybe you're in a state of maybe you're doing something, you are just in the middle of doing something, yet you're not getting the results. This story that is told of this man gives he was old and he had a daughter, and he decided he'll keep this Lamborghini. It was an old Lamborghini. He told her that, okay, I have this Lamborghini, but I want it to give to my daughter. Whatever she wants. Okay, I think she tried to teach her a lesson. She told the daughter, this Lamborghini has been here in my garage for the longest time, almost 20-30 years, and I want you to go to different car buyers and ask them for the price of this car. It is still brand new. It was still brand new, and that is what the daughter did. Now she's a grown-up, so she went to different car buyers. The first one, the second one, the third one, and for each case, the price for that car was quoted, and it was different. One said that it was $10,000. The other one said it was $5,000. The other one said it was $50,000, or let's say $20,000. And now she returns back to her dad. She tells her, these are the quotations that I've gotten from different buyers. And the father, instead of replying, having a long reply, she told him to go and look further for other buyers. And she was kind of, okay, I don't know, tired. She felt that, okay, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to say? But the father knew what he was doing. He told her, he didn't say a word, by the way, but she had to test the waters again. Go try, find out what this car can fetch. So she heard of a car what? Old school. Is it an event for cars? And she went there with the aim of getting the quote for this car. And guess what? The car was quoted as, I don't know, $20 million. Imagine from $10,000 to $20,000. Oh, $20 million. Have I said 20 or 10? but whatever the case, it was a couple of $1 million. And she goes back to her father, and she gives him the report, right? And what lesson do we learn from this story? What lesson do I learn from this story? That you can have value, but now in the wrong place. Now look at water, how it is sold in the world. Like the place that I am, hardly will you actually sell me a bottle of water for even more than $1. I'm not talking about a liter, half a liter. It will cost me less than $1. You go to somewhere else, like talk of Kempinski, Villarosa Kempinski Hotel. The same bottle of water will fetch for about even 1,000 Kenyan shillings, down from 100 shillings here. You go to another place like Dubai, you realize that the same bottle of water, or let's say Qatar, those countries that are very hot, the same water will go for even 5,000 or even 5,000 Kenyan shillings. That should be about 4,500, okay, 45 USD. Yeah, thereabouts. And what you can conclude from those two stories, and even go further to other places, now in the deserts, the same nini of water, the same bottle of water, 500 ml, half a liter, it will fetch you a desert that doesn't have water. You decide to sell someone who is very thirsty there, and they don't have a place to drink water. You can even sell the bottle of water for 20,000. What does all these examples conclude? That you might have value, but now you are in the wrong place at that time. So it's upon you to figure out that where you can go, so that you feel appreciated. You go to a place where, okay, your value is now identified, it is appreciated, your value is actually higher than where you are. You only need to go to the right place. And that is what I decided yesterday. I think something got into my mind, and I'm like, you know what, let me tell people that I'm here. There is Maxipy. You have just created this brand, but no one knows it, and I want to be that page where each and every day you are there to look for what I've posted, of what Maxipy, not me, Maxipy has posted in all of its social media. You are there offering value for people. And actually, now that aside, that is what I did yesterday. I opened TikTok. I had posted one video, and I decided now today I'm going to post another video. That is what I did. There are these bees. They're bringing a lot of. You can see on your screen that. You can see on your screen that these are bees that are just looking for my attention, but I'll not give them. So I'm right now thinking of expanding the content where I'm posting. I'll be posting it far. I'm looking for platforms now to be posting my work, and now giving more work and giving more value to people. Productivity hacks, that is what I'll be doing. That is what I think makes sense to me right now. I want to have relevance to my audience. That is what that is my focus for now. MaxiPy. Okay, which brings me to my second point. So before I slept yesterday, I was watching this long interview of Oga Obina with Mike Sonko, and I heard things that I have never heard. Oh, no wonder I'm getting some nini. Yeah, no wonder I'm getting some irrelevant attention for because there is cow down here. So yeah, let me just continue. By then I knew how. Okay, I observed how Sonko was speaking. He was just speaking at his honest point. He was once the governor. Mike Mbuvi Sonko was once the governor of Nairobi. That is who he was. Some few years ago, probably 2017, probably to 2017, 2018. I'm not sure. It was about 2019 when he was removed from office. He was impeached for office. And what made him be impeached out of office is, I don't know what. I guess he had a stand in some things that people did not like, and that is why he underwent that process of impeachment. So now that's not something that I want to talk about. I really admired how he was just talking and how he was thinking. It is these guys who have a stand. They have money, and they know what really they want, and what really matters to them, what kind of things that they should not be concerned about. And this guy, I guess, he has mastered the art of not focusing on small things. He has mastered the art of, over the years, he has just been this guy who has just been, he always has a stand, and he always thinks how to solve his problems. And this is what I can say. I want to become rich like Mike Sonko, and I will not feel it. I want to gain this wealth. I want to gain this richness that even I will not feel it. You can be the most richest person in the earth, yet you don't feel anything when there's not that feeling. There's no that being proud of what you have, of what you have managed to garner, of what all those. Like I'm really talking about pride. You have everything else, you have everything that you need, but pride is what you don't you can't afford to have. I want really to be this guy, and I really admired. I really liked how he was conducting himself, and he always conducted himself. He has a stand. That is one thing. Secondly, he knows what he wants, so that humanity can make sense to him. He has been a philanthropist for the longest time. He has been this guy who has been helping people. And at the end of the show, I observed that he was being interviewed by this guy Oga Obina, and Oga Obina has this crew behind him, behind the camera, sound, all the personnel that is behind the screens. And Oga Obina was actually very, I don't know, he saw this opportunity to make sure that he gets money out of this man, because he knows he's wealthy, and this crew would have a chance to at least have enjoy some money that this guy has brought. And that is the value of positioning yourself. So he gave these people 3,000 each, just as as a kind gesture, as a generous gesture. And what I liked is that Sonko is this kind of a guy who is a man of the people. He likes actually to help people. He knows the value in helping people. And by the way, this has been my, I would not like to call it wish, but let me say this is my stand. When I'll be rich, actually, I'll be supporting orphans. I'll be supporting the needy people in the society, and especially kids, those who are in school. Those are the people that I'll be targeting. At least I pay school fees for some people. I pay for the basic needs for people. Once I get rich, but now this will be underwater. I will not be doing this publicly. So I'll just be figuring out how I'll be helping, maybe in whatever capacity that I'll have right then. May just help orphans. They are widows, they are needy people who are in the society who really need my money. I have gathered so much wealth that bro, where are you taking it? See, we help humanity make sense to people. That will be my work, because I know I have the capability, and my mind and my conscience is telling me so, that you'll one day be rich, but don't forget about humanity and the blessings that you'll be tapping from that. And I'm doing this out of goodwill. I'll be doing this. Let me just okay, I'll now be using present tense. That will be my work. I'm wealthy, I am rich, stinking rich, but now I'll be helping the humanity make sense. I'll be a philanthropist under the water, chini ya maji. We call it chini ya maji here. It's just that you don't want to attract that attention. The other day I learned that this bush, not bush, but oh my lord, this Mr. Beast actually came to Kenya the other day, and no one didn't know, and he went on to drill some boreholes in a certain marginalized community in Laikipia. Usually that Laikipia county is very dry. Water is a problem to the locals there, and Mr. Beast chipped in to come and drill the balls for them, and it was a big project. But the funny thing, the interesting thing, the surprising thing is that we didn't hear anything. We didn't hear anything from the media. Not even a single post was posted that Mr. Beast was here. And remember, he has come here to help. He only has that generous need to help. I really want to be that guy. You have so much wealth, you feel like, you know what, you just help humanity. Anyway, what will this money that I have, and how will it benefit me anyway if I just decide to use it in any way? It doesn't. You are like, okay, I know I have money, but how will the money benefit me? I decided to go to visit the world, go around the world. It wouldn't just make a difference. You go there, be happy, and then you had the capacity to go and help some people somewhere who really need your help. Your money is actually very important. Should move something in their lives and solve a big and a huge problem. Even bought them bicycles, each bicycle for each student. I was like, hey, this guy had money. One bicycle cost about 15,000 Kenyan shillings. It's about 150 USD. Yeah, 150 USD. 150 is not much to about 300 or 400 students. It's about 150 times 300. It wouldn't even clock 30,000 USD. It's actually very less, and that is what he did. And for Sonko, I learned that if you want to get some blessings in this life, just help people, help humanity. There's this shepherd, and he's a man. He's looking at me as if I'm making a bomb. If I could focus on him, only that nowadays small things don't matter to me. I started to overcome such small things. So I was on which point? There are blessings that come into your life if you just help humanity. That is what I learned, and it is good to give back to the society, because you will also be blessed from blessing other people. And this thing should come out of your heart. Giving should come out of your heart, not because you want to. Now focusing on individual self, not that you want to be known. You don't want to be popular, because. So aside from that, I want to be Mike Sonko, helping people, very rich. You're hardworking, and you don't forget humanity. Yes, you have Nini. I learned that he was wearing about the moment he was in that Nini, that interview. He was wearing rings that were worth 15 million, 10 million, bracelets that were worth about 7 million. He was actually, in that interview itself, he was wearing about 200 million. It's about 20, not even 30 million. He was wearing very expensive. And for me, I will consider myself not be that heavy spender if I have money. Maybe I'm a millionaire. what I'll be buying so that I can satisfy myself is other things that really matter to me. Maybe I find that okay, I'm buying things. Okay, I'll be buying expensive things because when you have money, why don't you buy it? You're finding me, and this is my true self. This is what I'll be buying when I have millions in my account and don't have uses now apart from now helping people. This is how I'll be spending my money. I like gaming, so you'll mostly find you and myself that I've built this maybe a house, maybe avenues where you can game. But now I'll be buying those expensive computers, those expensive what? Those expensive chairs, those expensive computer keyboards, mouses, and all gaming devices that will be there. Build a house specifically for gaming. That is what I'll do with my money. I guess, that will be the most expensive thing that I'll ever do with my money. Okay, unless if I'm involved in some activities such as farming, which will be, I think, you know, but that is the most ultimate thing that I'll ever do when I'm rich. Cars don't fascinate me anymore. I will really not be that kind of a guy who buys. Okay, I will buy some cars, but it is because I need to move. I need to just go around, and the cars that I would buy, it is Volvo, some car from Volvo, Mercedes. I don't know. I wouldn't even think about Mercedes. I like choosing things that are not popular with other people. So I choose cars that are not popular with other people. Rolls Royce. I don't know. Okay, I will consider buying it because it is not popular. Okay, it is known that it is expensive, but not everyone has it. And in Kenya, there are actually very few these cars. Less than five. Strictly less than five. And I'll be like that kind of guy who owns it, and I don't feel it. And it's not popular. That is one thing. Owns some big cars, but it's not known to the by people. But I'll have some influence. So, which brings me to my third point. I wanted to talk about that point in this diary because this is what I read from. Now the book that I've been reading is How to Think Big by Schwartz. I don't know the first name, but the second name is Schwartz. Schwartz reminds me of Schwarzenegger, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I managed to finish the book from page 130 to 147. I'm now done. One book is down. Now today I'm starting another book, which I'm thinking of. But anyway, let me just go straight to my point. I learned about thinking big. One of the ways to what? I've lost a word, and it ain't coming through. I'm looking for a word to cultivate. One way One way of cultivating the habit of thinking big is every day you need to be taking at least 30 minutes to 1 hour of seclusion. You are out of social life, you are out of okay, I don't know where this man went, but I'm supposing he is looking at me. Okay, I'm feeling anyway, let me just ignore the voice. So that's so you need to be at least taking 30 minutes to 1 hour. By then it made a lot of sense, because I've not been thinking objectively about what I'm doing here in Moi. Okay, I have MaxiPy, right? Yes, but are you really analyzing what problems it will be solving? Are you looking in ways that you can be relevant? Are you looking in ways that you can offer value to people? That is something that I've not thought about. Now look at Maxis. For the past 5 days I've not been posting. This is the 5th day that I'm not. Okay, I'm now going back, but now I have to think twice before I start now kickstart. Now this will be a now revolution. There will be a big transformation of what I'll be posting, because I really feel that okay, I really need to post some things, but I'm not getting the ideas. But the problem has not been me. Okay, the problem has not been my mind. I know it is having many things, but am I really thinking objectively of what I'm really posting about? Now that book came at the right time when I really needed it. He talked of people who have been in solitary spaces, and when they came out, they impacted the world in a large way. Now think of this guy who was leading the Nazis. This German ruler, whatever he is, Hitler. He came out of prison. He came out of solitary confinement, because that is where most of the work was really needed. Were it not for him going to prison, he wouldn't have been conquered the world the way he did at that point. This is in 19 whatever the years that there was that he got himself into such activities. I always meet these birds and they fly. I don't know if they can be seen, and they're always in groups. Anyway, so what? So this author is talking about sometimes you just need to take a break. Sometimes you just need to take a 30 minutes to 1 hour break, where you'll have no social media, you'll have no noise, you are just interacting. We are going to this place where you can now think. You can go to this state of thinking. And he talks of benefits of just going to a solitary space and now start thinking. Maybe you are undergoing this problem of challenges in life. You are experiencing we are having these challenges in life, and now you need to come up with solutions. And this is the state that I have been. I'm really looking for for solutions for my problems, and that is Maxis and Maxipy, and there's now Clio Magazine, which is okay. For that, I've put it at bay, but I'll be working on it slowly by slowly. Since Clio Magazine now depends on me now to be. I don't want to promote it there as a brand now. I want to make myself as a brand now so that I can now sell it to people. But now I have to sell it in a way that conforms. I have to sell health. Health matters. I'll be talking about health matters, but it will be relevant. That those are the ideas that I've been looking for. Now my focus is on Maxis and Maxipy. They all have my name anyway, so no problem. So talks of every day you make sure you have 30 minutes to 1 hour for objective thinking, uninterrupted thinking, and you find that you'll be solving problems in a way that they have swift. It is considering maybe you are a CEO and you are facing your company is facing let's talk of bankruptcy, and you are in the process of solving this. You don't need to be in the office to be figuring out there. No, you just need some space that is quiet, tranquility. That has okay. Tranquility is it a verb or what? Okay, basically a space where there's no noise, there's no social media, there's no one you are interacting with, and you start thinking objectively. You'll be amazed by the solutions that your brain can come up with. The problems that we have and the problems that we usually face as humans. I have my own problems. If I just commit myself to some time to some sort of objective thinking, uninterrupted thinking, guess what? I will definitely have solutions for each problem. And by the way, this is very true. By the way, it related to me very, very. You want to solve a problem? Just take a break. Take a break from social life. You want to be a great politician? Always have that 30 to 1 hour uninterrupted thinking. You're just analyzing a problem, coming up with a solution. You find ingenious way to be solving problems. And I appreciate the fact that this book has just opened my mind in a way. Oh, I really needed this. I was asking myself, where am I in Moi right now? Where am I in where I am? And I'm supposed to be at home. It doesn't make sense. But now I'm in the right place at the right time. Considering that I'm starting the companies that I am starting. I'm starting these channels that I am. Because I think this was God's plan for me to make sure that I really get what is important, and I cultivate that to now achieve my success. I'm now in this solitary space, and but this has come into my mind right now. I've been having this solitary life. I'm not that social. I'm not that. By the way, this will go for about 1 hour. Today's diary will go for 1 hour, I think so. So I've been having this solitary life, basically. and I must appreciate that I'm not social with people so much. And when I started now thinking about it, I think now I'm seeing the relevance. I'm seeing the importance why I'm not social since childhood. All along, God has been preparing me to come up with ideas, to be prepare me to be this big guy who has influence, but now it's not popular. Whatever I'm being trained to is just beyond me to discover, but I feel that there's something great in me. Now I understand why whatever came into my mind and I decided to stay here is for whatever. I'm now understand. I'm slowly coming into an understanding why I'm all here. This solitary life will help me think objectively, come up with solutions, because I'm I have been given that capacity, and that is why I was in life path 1, to think imaginatively, figure out things in my mind, because I'm a dreamer. I'm an ideologist, baby. And so that this can can manifest into the reality, God is putting me into this environment where I don't. There's no need for me to be very social. This now is coming to my mind. I think there's much more that I have not tapped to, and I've started to think about it. Like, seriously. By the way, this book will now be the start of. It was planned to be the start of my success, to realizing myself, to realize what I have, the potential that I have. Because God talks to me oftenly, but now He speaks in ways. Okay, if He has to use physical means to speak to me, there'll be some ways, and you want to deliver a message, trust me, He will. Anyway, it has just hit me that I have so much that I could have not thought of. Now I'll be conforming to that habit, taking that minute to 1 hour to start thinking objectively, and by that we'll be influencing the society in a great way, in a large way. I started having insight after reading that book. Immediately I finished, I realized Maxipa is not really. I have not thought objectively about it, so I really need 30 minutes to 1 hour of uninterrupted thinking. Uninterrupted thinking. And what I'll notice is that I'll come up with solutions. But then for the next 2 weeks, I'm working on this Maxipy until I really need to put in the hard work where I'm not sleeping. Okay, sleeping is for me is not negotiable. I must sleep. Sleep for me is a must. But now for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've just been giving small inputs that are not relevant. I should now think of solving people's problems objectively. this is a productive space where I can give you people insights. Yes. It occurred to me yesterday that I really need to take a look at what people who interact with digital gadgets or are working with the technology. They usually have challenges while working. So I should now think of what problems do they have, and I can solve. See what I'm talking about? I should now start thinking objectively in that manner. Wow, this book is just a golden, what is it called? And from this I'm moving to another book. I have not yet identified, but I have a lot of PDFs in my, I downloaded them somewhere, pdfdrive.com. So I really should be taking those. I think it's a life changer, this book. This book is a life changer, thanks to the author. But then this was tested for, he tested this method when you just give yourself 1 hour to just thinking only. You don't touch your phone, you don't do anything. Start thinking, analyzing your problem, and it will be solved that day in 1 hour only. He gave very many examples: politicians, officials in the society, his workmates in a company, and they all worked. We are facing relationships problems. Just take that 1 hour, and you'll find solutions to come back, or even to solve your relationships problems. You just need 30 minutes, 1 hour, or whatever time that you have, as long as it is some minutes of interrupted thinking. You are trying to do something great. You want to be a great politician, you want to be a great businessman, be taking those hours of uninterrupted. Yes, I'm right. Uninterrupted thinking. I will not say be a big difference of how you solve the problems. And I guess that's the end of the diary. I really am compelled, I'm pushed to now do whatever is necessary. I started thinking Maxipy. The problem is content. I can even figure out how I can. So this man is here. It's behind me. I don't know if. So that's the man I've been looking for. So that's today's diary. I've talked of many things, and I'll actually talk there for the other points. It needs a lot of time, so I'll not talk about it in this video. So it is almost 50 minutes, and I have to end it here. I think my life today has changed. I've been solving problems, but not in the right way. I've not found the right way. I'll look for other self-help self-help books, so that I can think, I can read and get perspectives. There's actually a particular book that is called Rich Dad Poor Dad and Atomic Habits. Oi, I don't know if I'll ever read such books. Okay, this is the reason. I know they are good and they are offering value, but I don't know why. When people like a certain thing and it is being talked about, I find it very easy to just snub them or even ignore, because it is not important. By the way, to me, whatever is important to others, for me it is not important. I don't know if it's an attitude that I should drop, but you find that I'll find even more better books. This is now how to think big. It is not being talked about in social media. It is not being talked about by other people, but it offers great value to me, at least. For the Atomic Habits, bro. Okay, it is matter to think, but it is not important, really. It is not giving that vibe, and when people like something, I'll be the opposite of that. I'll not like it. That is one thing. Now he's here now. I think I should consider moving away and go to an interrupted thinking now, because I realized it is important. So those are the books that I will not read because they are popular, and I don't like doing things how other people are doing it. That's not me, and this is not pride. I know I'm depriving myself some information, but whatever. I read other self-help groups. Groups. I keep on mentioning groups, books, and they offer the same value, but now in a different context. I don't like how I don't like. Okay, this is me anyway. You find that people are buying shambas. Me, I buy a car. You find that people are buying shambas. Me, I'll go and start and buy nini. Let's say people are talking of planting maize. Me, I think differently, and this comes naturally, very naturally. I start thinking how I can rear fish in fish ponds. People think of building houses for rentals. Me, I'll think of something else. How can I make a farm here out of this land? How can I start planting organic foods? That is me. People are selling their shambas and I have mine. I'll think differently. I'll plant trees there. Yeah. I find myself thinking differently from other people, and this comes as a force that I cannot escape from. I find myself thinking uniquely, different from other people. So, and that's me anyway. So I'll not read the two books, Atomic Habits and Rich Dad Poor Dad. So end it there. I'll actually update whatever I've been thinking. Okay, whatever book that I'll have sought. Yeah, let's have to end it here. And that's today's diary. I didn't want to talk about much, but I don't have the the luxury of time. Let me find something productive to talk about. Don't forget about the kiss like yesterday. But it really rained. It really rained yesterday, and it rained very heavily. It rained. I was in the house. Yesterday I decided that I'll not cook. And I did not cook, by the way. So, until tomorrow. Remember that. Until tomorrow, remember that. If it can be shaken, it can be moved. Adios.